Canawire won the heat race. That was one of them, and heat race number 2 was won by Clay Burns. We're underway. Looking at the number 717 of Kyle LaValle, going to grab the whole shot. Barely held on to that thing.
Yeah, for sure. Had a tight line right there, but they came up inside of him anyways and really tried to make a move.
And the number 2 also in the hunt, that is Aaron Canawire. We mentioned him winning the heat race yesterday. He's already in the number 2 position and pushing hard for the lead. Vet 30 BC on the track right now. Should be fun to watch this one.
Yeah, you know, at 30, a lot of these guys are absolutely, you know, top B-class contenders all over the country. You know, they show up and they sign up in 250B, 450B, yeah, anywhere, you know.
Well,
don't let that B/C designation and 30-plus fool you.
Not in front of the field. No. Well, that was when it was bench racing with the engine earlier. You get these. The men don't like it when the new kid moves up in the B class.
Oh, exactly.
Yeah. They rough you up.
Look at some of these ages in the plus 30 class. 44.
Wow.
47. You know, these guys are serious about this. And one more thing. That's that many more laps you did at Daytona. You ride 3 back. That's that many more laps you did. And again, that's bragging right. You may have got 3 7s, but rode 3 classes, bro. Where were you?
You can bet any bar that has the Daytona 500 on TV for the rest of your life, you're pointing out, I raced there. Oh, that race? I raced there.
Did.
Really? Oh, yeah, I raced there. You don't need to be specific about where, when, how it went. You just say you raced there. Because now you're in the book. You're going to be in the books, bro.
Wednesday, I'm going to say, I blew right through that infield.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah,
I blew right through that banner.
Celebrating celebrating a victory? No, I just blew through it.
Absolutely.
Not celebrating a victory. I just blew through it.
The burnout was totally accidental.
Yeah, exactly. They worked so hard to keep that Daytona logo there. Don't blow it for us.
Right.
Oh my God. Kyle LaValle in the lead over Clay Burns and Diego Tavares. And LaValle in that 717 got the whole shot, held on to it. I think we're looking at Clay Burns. Yeah, there's Burns in second, coming over the jump right now on the 28. And then Diego Tavares on the 740. Aaron Canawire in 4th and Jordan Hellman 5th. Whoa, we got some fresh talent here in the tower. We've replaced 1 megawatt Matt Watson with Rodney Tomlin.
Well, I don't know how fresh I am, but I'm here.
Yeah. Well, I told you, buddy, you don't look a year over 50.
I am a year over 50, as a matter of fact.
You don't look a year over 50.
I don't look a year. Well,
Very well.
Hey, you know, earlier you guys had Jasmine in studio a little bit ago, and of course we're talking about women's racing. I just wanted to go in there and cap off this talk about the ladies in the sport. I don't know if you've noticed the women's numbers in both ATV and on the two-wheel side of things, but there are 3 different classes. Yesterday's WXC class had nearly 20 riders in it. The women's class had, I think, 17 in it, and then the women's novice class had 13 in it. There was over 40 women racing on 2 wheels yesterday during the GNCC. I just wanted to throw that in there.
That GNCC side of the women's class is growing big time.
It is.
Really cool to hear some of my buddies, for example, at Fly Racing. Hey, we were down doing a photo shoot with Becca Sheets.
Yeah.
You know, knowing that the women's class there is starting to get that kind of attention from the sponsors and the teams. Some pseudo factory rides here and there. So it's blowing up there on the off-road side. And we'll bring in, look, I know I can't call him Mr. Daytona because Scott Russell won the Daytona 200 road race like 15 times, and they called Scott Russell Mr. Daytona, so I can't call you that, but I wish I could because I feel like you are. It's Jeff Stanton joining us in the booth. Not just a 4-time winner, but 4 in a row.
That's impressive.
And look, man, you're one of the more humble 6-time champions I know. But honestly, besides 92, did you even have a battle on your hands at most of these races?
There was a battle. There was some great.
Battle?
Yeah, you know, we had some great racing with Damon Bradshaw.
92, but I feel like most of the years, did you just dominate, or no? Damon was there.
It took half of the race. You know, there was a battle for half the race, and then it kind of played out. One year, Bale was in there, pretty much the whole way, and maybe till he got tired, and I stretched it out. But I had a lot of great racing here. It's been a great place.
Because you were always so fit and you knew how brutal this track was, in those first 10 laps, who you do stay more relaxed and just say to yourself, we'll see where we're at.
Yeah, exactly. So you want to be in it. And honestly, Saturday, Ken pulled the whole shot, and I told my wife it's over.
Exactly.
So
I was like, how does anybody catch this guy?
I was really amazed on Saturdays, but, you know, if I play back my deal, you want to be in it for the first 10 laps, set your bike up for the start, and, you know, just mentally outlast everybody, you know. I said on Saturday in an interview, my mom said it to me one time. She says, no matter how much you're hurting, the person behind you hurts equally as bad. So if you can just go 5% more than that person, you know, you're going to win. At some point, it's a mental toughness game too, and so that always stuck with me.
Well, I know you bleed red, and I'm sure you're doing pumped to see the Honda win it, but when Eli Tomac gets in that zone, man, it is something special.
That was unbelievable. I mean, when he got into second, there was like 6 seconds in between in a lap and a half.
God.
Yeah, no, you can't knock it. Eli did great, and you know, he pushed forward on that mental toughness and made it happen. So I'm a little pissed off because now he's with me at 4.
I know, he really wanted to see it. Yeah,
like, dang it.
That's right.
And
really wanted to see it.
So now he's going to, you know, next year he's
going after RC now. Look out, he's going to go for 5.
But no, you can't knock it. And, you know, statistics, 90-some% of the people that leave Daytona with a points lead since 1990 win the title. So how can you bet against that?
Well, I think you can see that. I just want to call out our leaders. Kyle LaValle still leading this one. He's led it from the start. Clay Burns second, Diego Tavares third, Aaron Conawire is fourth, Jordan Hellman fifth. I think you can see that motivation. Watson and Tomac came in tied. They both wanted it so bad. Like, they're not, it's a long season. No, they want the points lead now.
Yeah, definitely. You're at the halfway point and you want the points lead. It was always a good feeling for me to come here and win this race and carry that momentum on for me, because it's the East Coast, you know. Now they go to Indy and then it's Detroit. For me, that was all home, and, you know, I was back home in Michigan. So, yeah, it's going to be interesting.
Yeah, that's valuable momentum. Yeah, Detroit, man. What Pontiac Supercross? That one never broke right for you, did it?
No, it never did. I ended up in the hospital probably more than I did on the podium.
That was the home race.
It's that hometown jitters, and, you know, some people can separate that, use that to their advantage.
Right.
I never could for some reason.
So you did feel differently.
Absolutely, yeah. Anybody that tell you that they didn't feel different are lying. Yeah. So for sure, it's the hometown jitters, all your fans and family, and you've just put that added pressure on yourself. It's yourself. That's it.
This became the home race. This seemed like the home race for you, Daytona.
That's
where it came together. LaValle's still leading Burns and Tavares. So you're going to lay down some laps tomorrow, 6 times.
Yeah, we are. You know, they got the vintage race. They got the four-wheeler the National, which is awesome to watch. If anybody's out there and hasn't seen that, I was totally impressed with what those guys on the four-wheeler do.
Yeah.
Honestly, I'm more impressed with what those pro guys do on the four-wheeler than I am with what Tomac and Roxon do. I mean, they jump them things like, I mean, it's unbelievable. I've rode a four-wheeler a lot, and to get